Anytime you type up or look into a video, how to make Gil in Final Fantasy XIV, you see people with videos that are like, you need to get into crafting and yada. I even just made a video of like how I made 25 million in the first like week of 6.2. And you know, I did that so people can understand how I did it. And the more I think about it and the more information that comes out, I think it's a little bit misleading, and I want to make a correction on that. I also want to clarify this whole you can make a ton of Gil with crafting. The first thing I want to talk about is like someone will be able to make that amount of Gil crafting. Not everyone can make that amount of Gil crafting. There's just not enough like demand or Gil to go around for everyone to make this amount of Gil in the game while crafting. So just like think about that for a second, because I think that is a part where a lot of people forget, is that someone comes out with a video that says, I made $65 million crafting raid gear on the start of the raid tier. And then everyone who watches that video, whether it gets a ton of views or whatever, they all try to make raid gear. And then you see the comments flood with, well, I was only able to make 10 million. Yeah, want to know why? Because 40 other people also tried, or 4,000 other people. There's like 27 million people that play this game now, okay? Like, if everyone is told crafting is the best way to make Gil, everyone's going to start crafting, and then you're going to have a surplus of items with not all of the demand in the world for them, so then prices are going to go down, so people are going to make less money. But the one person who said he made 65 million may have, because he was the first person, because there's that first to market advantage that other people also don't think about. It's all a combination of all these things. It's almost kind of like frustrating to talk about. But like, besides that aspect, let's actually break down to like the root cause of the problem with how easy it is to get into crafting. I've been playing this game for like a year now, and I have max crafters, pentamelded, overmelded, yada yada yada. It's all done. It's super easy. And the crafting rotations are fine. They're super easy. If you don't know what they are, you just go to a Discord or you Google whatever recipe you want rotation, and there's resources everywhere. There's so many resources on crafting in this game. You can pick up a macro online, put it in your thing, not understand how crafting works at all. If you've done all of your job quests, bam, you can craft high-end gear because someone else already made the macro for you. It's incredibly easy. Also, if I've been playing the game for under a year and can have max level crafters, all of them max leveled, and be able to make any craft in the game right now, that means a lot of people who just started playing the game recently, within the last like year or two, can also do the exact same thing. It's incredibly easy. And in the whole realm of things, it's actually incredibly cheap. You can go to Ishgard and gather all the mats, or you can buy all the mats. And in 6 to 8 hours and about 2 million to 3 million Gil later, you can have max level crafter, or at the very least level 80 crafters. And then with Stadium Quest and everything that's around that area, it is incredibly easy to level them up to 90. And then if you want the gear, oh, do you know what it's going to set you back now? Like, I don't know, what, 200k on the market board, maybe 300k? So for like 8 hours of investment and like 5 million Gil, you can have all of your like max level crafters. That's incredibly easy and incredibly obtainable, because like making 5 million Gil, you can do that with just doing roulettes every single day for like 4 weeks. Not even all of them. With all the challenge logs and everything else that comes along with it, you can definitely make that a lot of money, like very easily. Now, I want to reiterate that I don't think crafting, the system is bad, or that, you know, it needs to be harder, or you can't make Gil in it. I don't want to like push any of those points down. I actually think that having crafting be accessible to a lot of people to be able to make the majority of items is very good for the game in general, and for like new players playing the game, because it allows them to understand and get into all of the systems in the game that they might want, when that's ultimately what you want. But we would like to see some of the high-end crafts a little bit less attainable if you want the market to be inflated a little bit more and for people to make more Gil. That ultimately comes down to, is that a design philosophy that like the team at Square Enix and Yoshi P want in the game? Do they want people to make a ton of Gil crafting? We don't know. He's alluded to it a little bit in the past, but like unless that's actually the thing, I wouldn't expect this to change, and I wouldn't expect people to continue to make large amounts of money crafting. There's just too many people, it's too easily accessible, and the demand for it is met because we have almost a surplus of crafters. And along with all of the people being told this is the best way to make Gil, it's just gonna like reiterate and compound the issue that's coming up. So I just wanted to like break that all down for you. I'm gonna make a video of like all of the ways that you can make Gil in Final Fantasy, and crafting is gonna be on there. And it's gonna be, you're gonna be able to make a large amount of Gil if you want to craft. I'm not even saying that you can't, but the amount of time you need to invest is probably going to be increased compared to what it was in the past. And I just want people to understand that and give them different avenues to make Gil. And if you love crafting, great, continue on it. You can continue making Gil crafting. I just want you to understand all the things that go into it and understand there are other ways to make Gil. If you're trying to make Gil, if you're crafting, understand that you're probably in the same boat as a lot of other people, so you're going to have to understand some of the other aspects of the game better, like the market board. But like, I just want to get my thoughts out there of like why you need to understand that crafting is bad. Okay, crafting is bad. I just want you to understand why making Gil and crafting is worse than it used to be. So that's just all I had for this video. I will have more in the future on like other topics like this. If you have ideas for other topics like this that you want my opinion on or want me to talk about or shed some light on, let me know down in the comments below. But with that being said, you know the drill, like the video if you like the video. It always sounds so weird to say. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. That goes for my channel and anyone else's channel. But as always, have a great day.